La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
All right. So welcome everybody to another edition of the Journey to Success podcast, baby. This is episode 2. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Look. I'm the host with the most. I ain't gonna boast. Hold on, check me out. I'm working on this, baby. I'm the host with the most. I ain't gonna boast, but if a drink was here, I'd take a toast. You hear me?
Yeah, take a toast.
I will propose a toast.
I will give a toast.
You hear me? So my name is Destry Brandon. I got my co-host right here, Mr. The Illustrious. You know what I mean? The top of the shelf, the one you can't reach, Mr. Raylon Wolf, in the building today, man. We got a great episode for you guys. We're gonna start off with our segment, baby. We're gonna start off with you know what's crazy. That in 2017, man, everything is possible, bro.
It's true.
Everything is possible. Now, let me explain this. A guy at my job, man, he blew my mind. He came over to my desk. We share books. Like I told him I'm reading this book. I'm reading this book called The Mindset right now by Carol Dweck. It's a great book. But he was telling me about this book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Right?
Subconscious?
Of your subconscious mind, yep. And I listened to a few chapters, but one thing he told me that to look for and that stuck out to him was like look around right now. Just look around. Just look around the room. Look around to the left, to the right, right? Look around. And the listeners, I need you to look around too. Everything that you see right now was once in somebody's mind.
Somebody dreamed of it.
It was somebody's dream. And it was once impossible. Like I was telling my wife this, I think I told you about this too the other day. Like who thinks, okay, like I said, everything was once in somebody's mind. So who thought like this wood table, like somebody saw a tree and was like, yo, I'm going to shave that bad boy down, make it into a shape, put metal on it, and bolt it together. Like, that sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. So it was once, everything was once in somebody's mind, and it was once impossible. Like, think about the cell phone, bro. Like, when we were in high school, our freshman year, this might show our age a little bit, but the church ministry was going on. You know, like the boost. You know what I mean? Where you at? Now check this out. Texting and calling, chirping, all that was possible, but we would have never thought that you could just boom, internet. You got a laptop. I remember dial-up, bro. I remember somebody pick up the phone. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
My mama, get off the internet. I gotta get on the phone. I gotta make a phone call. And listen, she hit me with this one after that. I ain't trying to use all my minutes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So everything, like in 2017, man, everything's possible. Everything, like think about this camera that's recording us right now. This camera is catching us in time. It's capturing us. This moment will never happen again.
That's true.
It's catching us in time, bro. So if I'm gone, like for real, if I leave and I die today, this camera caught me in a moment that will never happen again. That's crazy, man.
We take life for granted. We take a lot of things for granted.
We take a lot of things for granted. Cause we just think like, yo, this is just here like that, like the TV on the wall or this or you know what I mean?
Well, I be thinking like all my TVs are flat screen, but I remember like
round boy. I remember the boy.
Big old butts.
I remember the boy
that was on the floor.
I remember that boy was like picking up cement blocks. That bad boy was so heavy, bro. You need everybody in the house.
One of them old boys, where that one break, you just put another TV on top of my crib.
Bro, and that kind of leads us into today's topic, man. It's like a transition to today's topic. Yeah. So I have a lot of conversations, guys. That's where I get a lot of material from. Like I have conversations with people. And I use it. Basically, I have conversations. So I was talking to one of my sergeants. Shout out Sergeant Van Dyke, a.k.a. Nikki Renee, a.k.a. she gonna kill me for this, but a.k.a. Nicole. All right. So check this out. I was talking to her, and she was like, yo, I don't know what I want to do. And I was like, that's a lie. And she's like, what you mean that's a lie? I'm like, that's a lie. You know what you want to do. I believe everybody knows what they want to do. When you're this age, 25, I feel like you know what you want to do.
Or at least you have an idea.
Or you have an idea, but I think that you've told yourself so much that you don't know what you want to do, or you told yourself that you can't do something so much.
This is why I can't do
that. You kind of thrown in the back of your mind, and you don't even realize that you really know what it is. You know what you love. You know what I'm saying? We know what we love. So I told her this, and I want everybody out there who's listening right now, who feel like, yo, I'm not in my purpose, who feel like, yo, I haven't figured out what I want to do, what my dream is. I want you to think about this real quick. What would you do if money wasn't an issue and you could not fail? Because that right there takes away all the barriers that you might put on yourself. You see me? You see what I'm saying? It takes away all the barriers. And as soon as I said that, she said I would do photography. Now this, in 1 minute span, she went from I don't know, right, to photography.
That means she's been thinking about it.
She's been thinking about it, but she's told her she keeps telling herself that she don't know what it is, right? She keeps telling her I don't know what it is. So then I started to, because I know she's a mother, so I started to kind of tell her, trying to tell her some advice that it took me a while to learn. Which is why we call this the Journey Podcast, right? Because this is not about being on top of that. This is about climbing that mountain. This is about the process. I mean, this is about the journey. You see what I'm saying? So I told her like some stuff that took me a while to get to. Some stuff that I wrote in the book. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that took me a while to get to. I told her, listen, you had a child. You were once pregnant, right? And I started relating that to the dream, to your dreams, right? Everybody's pregnant with a dream. You see what I'm saying? You're pregnant with a dream. That dream is inside of you, right? That dream is inside of you, and no matter how much that dream daunts you, or no matter how much that dream may cause pain, scares you, or may even cause pain. Because like when a mother has a child, the baby's kicking. Painful. You know what I'm saying? My wife went through 2 births, so
it's painful.
Exactly. So it's like the same process of getting to your dream is painful. It's painful. You see what I'm saying? But no matter how much pain it is, that mother loves that child no matter what. She loves that child no matter what. And I was just telling her like, yo, you got to treat your dream like, I told her like, you the pappy. Like straight up, this is your dream. The same way that's your child, like this is your dream. You have to believe in it more than anybody else. Like you have to want it more than anybody else. You have to nurture it. Feed it. You have to feed it. You have to birth it. And I was telling her like this for real, you have to birth it. Like straight up, because like I said, man, like a lot of people like, you got the dream, but it stays here. It stays here. And I don't think people understand how important your dream actually is. I don't think people understand how important your purpose actually is. I heard somebody say this, man, and tell me what you think about this. When you don't follow your dreams and when you don't fulfill your purpose, you deprive the world of something that they should have had. Something that they could have had. Something that could have sparked somebody else. What do you think about that?
I agree, man.
And I was thinking about
everybody has something to offer.
Yep.
Everybody has something to offer.
No doubt, man.
And if my opinion on it, I feel like pregnancy is scary. People are scared. Like I said, my coach used to tell me, rest of coach, Eric Monday, he used to tell me, don't be afraid to be successful.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to be successful.
Man.
See, and it's not even the success that scares people, it's the process.
It's the Say that. Process. Repeat that.
So like,
I
mean, you got a child. How was it, baby? I'm pregnant. You like, you
it's kind of
scared. You like, oh, well, dang. Like, am I ready?
And here's what's crazy. Let me add something. Let me throw that something in there. The mom is scared too.
Everybody's scared.
You see what I'm saying? Like the mom is scared too, and I love that you said that because this is something I told her as well. I said it took you 9 months to have that child. You couldn't rush that process. There's nothing like there's all these different things that they put out on the internet that say you can rush the process or to get the baby out on time. No, the baby comes when the baby comes. Yeah. The baby comes when the baby's ready to come.
It might be early. It might be late.
When your body
on time, it might. Who knows?
Exactly, and that's exactly how you got to be with your dream. You got to respect that process, man. And this is what most people get discouraged at. It may take them 10 years to get to where they really want to be. It may take them 5 years, and people don't understand the power of patience. I'm 25. How could I ever sit back and say, if it took me 10 years to get to where I want to be right now, like mentally where I want to be right now, like say I want whatever I want, right? 10 years. If it took me 10, I'll be 35. Like, I'll be 35 years old. 10 years is no time, man. People don't understand the power of patience. Patience
agree, man,
is so powerful, man.
I think, like, I think we just talked about this, like, just yesterday we was in high school.
Seemed like it.
Just yesterday we was in the drum line, we was in the bedroom, we was in college, we was this, and now we're here. You know, you got a family, we got responsibilities. We adults now. We in the world. Ain't nobody to take care of us.
Just think about that.
So like time.
Just the other day we was baby faces, bro. Like for real. We was walking around doing the same thing you're doing right now with the chin, but nothing's there. You know what I'm saying? Like
time
for
doesn't
real,
wait,
man. For real, man. That's you are serious.
And I agree with you, right, man.
For real about that.
The fear to be successful, the fear of the process, and you know, and a lot of people don't have that confidence. A lot of people like, We said it last week, man. Either you gonna be a diamond or you gonna crumble.
You're gonna crumble. I think. Okay, the fear of the process. I think people also fear being uncomfortable.
Oh, of course.
And being uncertain.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's no certain. If you're an entrepreneur, just for my entrepreneur shout out. There's no certainty in it.
Of course.
Entrepreneurship is risk.
Fear of the unknown.
Risk, reward. You know what I'm saying? It could be maybe. You don't know when the reward gonna come. It may be risk, then reward. But the reward will come. If you put in the work, the world have to. It's impossible to sow seeds and not reap some type of harvest eventually.
Or it may not be what you're looking for.
It may not be what you thought it was going to be.
Exactly.
At the time that you thought it was going to be. Because a lot of us, we sell ourselves short. We overestimate how fast we can do it. And we underestimate
what we can do.
No, we underestimate. Let's say, okay, I think I said that better. We underestimate how long it's going to take. And we overestimate the same process, right? So it's like this. We shoot out and we say, yo, in 3 months we about to build this business. This is 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. We underestimate, like, come on now, in 3 months, like, you think you're gonna get this done in three months? You got to start from scratch, build this whole empire, 3 months.
Yeah, man,
but we don't understand that. Oh, it may not take 3 months. It may take 3 times that. But we get there when it's time for us to get there. The only thing that's standing in between you and what you want is the person that you need to become. That's the only thing that's standing in between that. So really the process is not the business, the business, it's you.
Because you might not be the person,
bruh, that can have that.
Exactly. Capable.
And I have to remind myself that's the hardest part, man.
And
I have to remind myself.
That is true. Like,
and it's the same thing with the whole pregnancy thing. Think about it. That woman goes through a phase and becomes a mother.
Changes, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not trying to keep using it because I'm not a female, but I'm just saying I went through that process with my wife and I saw it. I saw her become a mother. You know what I'm saying? I saw her go from being her and then becoming a mother. You have to become before you can have. You have to become. Yeah. You have to become before you can ever have it.
You have to be somebody capable of.
And most people don't want to become. Most people don't want to work on their character because it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to know that you
don't even consider. I think a lot of people don't even consider that.
Man, stay right there on that character too.
They don't even consider that. Maybe I'm not ready for this. Maybe not the business or this or whatever it is just feeling maybe who I am is just not at a place to create, to conduct, to sustain.
Right. And then all the things that come with the process, too.
Yeah. Like, because it's not just a business; it's a personal journey as well.
Think about this, man. For me to write this book, do you know how much I had to live first?
I already know, man.
You know how much I had to go through second. You know how many books I had to read. You know how much stuff I had to apply to my life before I could ever have this, before this dream right here could ever come true.
I was there before it was on paper.
You see what I'm saying?
When it was up here.
When it was up here, when I was telling you I was gonna write it, but it took me like throughout the whole writing process, I was becoming another person. Exactly. And then once I got done with the book, I went through it. I'm like, I can redo this. I ditched basically the first manuscript and went all the way back through it. I had to go through a process.
Change yourself, man.
Exactly. I had to go through character. I had to go through I had to develop mentally. True, and most people don't want to put themselves through that type of process, man. No. The process is not easy, but it is necessary. You can't have it without it, man. And most people are trying to skip the levels of the process, and that's why I relate it to pregnancy, because like pregnancy is you can't rush it. You can't rush it. It happens on the time that it happens. And maybe because I've had children, but I'm just saying it happens on the time that it happens. So like I said, man, you can't rush it. You can't rush it. When it happens, like the process happens on its own. I promise you. Like when my wife had the baby, it was like in the middle of the night. She's like, it's time. You know what I mean? It's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Time to go. Nobody expecting it. And then we got to the hospital. It was still like another 12 hours before the baby actually. She had to go through the process, the pain. You know what I'm saying? The stretching. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not either got the image, but I don't mean. But I mean like for real, because you have to be stretched. You have to be stretched. You have to go through pain. You have to grow.
That's true.
Seriously, man. And this, like I said, it is so hard to build a business. It really is. It really is. I mean, you've been on this journey with me for the past 6 months, 7 months, and we've been building this thing brick by brick every day. We have not slept on this once.
And we
have never sided down.
See the change.
And we've seen a lot of success, but it all starts here, right?
Yeah, man.
Meeting at 5 a.m. Let's talk about sacrifice, man. Let's talk about sacrifice real quick.
What did you say? Like, I like this quote you had. It was like, maybe it was somebody else that you got it from. Like, everybody has what it takes. But
man, that
everybody
was real.
Doesn't understand that it's going to take
everything they got. And that's what I'm saying, like the sacrifice, and this is where like I really get excited because it took so much sacrifice. I'm sacrificing who I am to become what I need to become. I'm sacrificing who I am now.
That's true, because you give yourself to the process. You give yourself to the journey, and you come out on the other end, man.
I have to sacrifice who I am now to become that person, man. And it's like I'm waking up 3 a.m.
Nobody considers that, man. You really sacrifice yourself, like not even like your sleeping time, even though all these things are in a minute. But you are giving literally, you're giving yourself to it, and like okay, and it changes. You do change,
right? And that's the thing, man. Like I'm not sacrificing who I am for who I want to become.
Who you will become.
Who I will become through the process of sacrifice. So like I said, man, let's break it down. Waking up early, super early. 3 a.m. Yeah, that's 3 a.m.
You're at 3.
3 a.m.
We just kick it up at 4 is death.
And then by 4 o'clock, I'm practicing. I spend the first hour, in my spiritual time. So I'm devoting myself to God first. To pour into, to pour just to see what I need to do, see the steps I need to make, see who I can touch that day, whatever. 4 o'clock, man, I'm in practice mode, or I'm in writing mode. I'm doing something productive in my business. 5 a.m. I'm at the gym, putting my body through.
Oh, we was in here.
Or when we was in here. Yeah. Some days I'm even sacrificing the gym time, and then I got to go to the gym in the afternoon or at lunch. You have to sacrifice, man. I'm back to the mom analogy. Because I have children and I have a wife, I've seen the mom sacrifices. The mom sacrifices time, sleep, resources. Same thing you got to sacrifice when that's why I'm saying you the papi. You know what I'm saying? This dream is your baby. This dream is your baby. You have to sacrifice time. You have to sacrifice sleep. You have to sacrifice your resources. Like seriously, let's finish going through the day, right? So by 5 a.m. at the gym. You see what I'm saying? So 3 a.m. wake up, 4 a.m. doing something for the business, right? 5 a.m. gym to about 6:30. Come here.
Work a full day.
Come here 30 minutes before the day starts. I get here at 6:30. 30 minutes before the day starts, I'm reading. 7 o'clock, start the day. By lunch, we're practicing, shooting a podcast on lunch right now.
True.
Sacrifice another.
Yeah.
Practice. Sacrificing time. I could just be.
I don't even think of lunch is just business time now.
Yeah, sacrificing, just chilling, right? Just chilling. Now, it could be just chilling, but we're not chilling. We work during our lunch. We work on the business during our lunch. After work all the way to 3:34, get off, and then it's back to practice mode. Yeah. And then guess what? Family time, go home, family time, homework. Schoolwork. You see what I'm saying? It never ends. And you wake up and do that again, but here's the thing. You love it. So you continue.
It's not even. You don't even realize it.
You love it. Yeah. Now, eventually it does weigh down on you. Don't get me wrong. Eventually it might weigh down on you. That's when you might have to take a little time to yourself, maybe an hour, maybe a weekend excursion. I don't know what you got to do, but you might have to take a little bit of time to yourself. But you love it, just like that mom loves that child. No matter how much that child gets on her nerves, no matter how much that child sucks away from, like if she was breastfeeding or whatever, no matter how much she loves that child so much, she nurtures it. She spends time with it. She loves it. So no matter what,
she gives herself literally.
And you have to give yourself to the dream, man.
Think of like breastfeeding or any kind of maternal. Like
I know y'all at least mom and now.
You are literally giving yourself. The dream is feeding. You are feeding the dream, literally.
Bruh, you are the parent. You are the pappy. That's why I keep saying it. You are the pappy of the dream, man. You are the parent. This dream is like a baby. You have to grow that thing, man. And people don't understand that. People just don't understand. Like, they just think it's going to happen. They just think overnight success. People have spent years upon years, and then once they get to the spotlight, it's like, oh. But you don't understand, like, with Eric Thomas, like, a lot of people think that he just blew up overnight or something. And you don't know he was speaking for 25 years. You see what I'm saying? You don't know that. It looks like he made. If you just saw from the time that he blew up to now, you would think maybe 7, 8, 10 years, 11 years he's been at it. No, 25 years. Gary Vaynerchuk, 30. You know what I'm saying? All these years, all these people who have done it. Andy Frisella, one of my favorite podcasts I listen to, the MF CEO, man, Andy Frisella. He, for the first 3 years, he made no money in his business. It took him 3 years for them to make enough to make money, and it wasn't even really enough to live off of. It was like $600 a month. You see what I'm saying? Most people are not willing to go through that, man. Most people are not willing to go through that. Let's be honest, man. We speak to the youth, right? We work with the youth. So when we go into schools, we do put in hours. Remember just a couple weeks ago on the Power Is Yours tour, we had Ben Davis 6 hours straight speaking. 6 hours straight. And I love it, man, because my one of the guys that I follow, man, his name is Kendall Ficklin, right? He's a speaker, man. He said everybody wants what it looks like.
No.
Hold on, check this out. Everybody wants what it looks like. I want what it feels like. I want what it feels. Are you willing to get in the trenches, baby? Like, for real, are you willing to get in the trenches? Are you willing to get your hands dirty? Are you willing to put yourself through the test? 6 hours straight, bruh. After that, we like.
So let's end that there. Then are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to put the time in? You putting the work in? Or are you willing to give yourself to your dream?
Exactly. And we gotta say this. I keep saying, you're the papi. You are responsible. You are the owner of that dream. Mm-hmm. Nobody else. So you must believe in that dream more than anybody else. Yeah. And that's some of our biggest problems. We want other people to affirm us. Yeah. We want other people to believe in us. We want other people to pour into us. And we don't do that for ourselves. And this is what I love, because you came around after I had already been speaking for a while. Mm-hmm. Right? After I had already been speaking for a while. And I'm so thankful that happened. Why? Because if you would have came around from the beginning, I wouldn't have believed in myself. Mm-hmm. And I would have been looking to you to affirm me. I've been looking to you to pour into me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. When I had to go out there for myself and I had to affirm myself, I had to build belief in myself first. You see what I'm saying? And most people, they want other people to believe in them. And I got this quick story, right? I'm going to post a picture of my son. The son with the Spider-Man face, right? So check this out. So we went, I think it was during Christmas time, we had this little event where they had this little face painting or whatever. My son said, yo, I want to get the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man hookup. So we got the Spider-Man hookup. Yeah. And I promise you could not tell him he wasn't Spider-Man. For real. He believed that he was Spider-Man, man. So listen, we running around. He how Spider-Man shoot the spider web through his arm or whatever. He's shot at, I'm dad. I gotta act, being the great father I am. I had to act like I get caught up in, you got me in the eye, for real, all right, So I'm walking around all day. That ass still in your eye. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Do you know how hard it is? Check this out. Do you know how hard it is to drive with a spider web in your eye? You know what I'm saying? For real. Do you know how hard it is to drive with a spider web? No, an imaginary spider web at that. So you know what I'm saying? For real. But listen to what I'm saying, guys. He believed it. Couldn't nobody tell him nothing else. Couldn't nobody tell him nothing different. He believed it, and that's how you got to be about your dream. That's how you got to be about your vision. That's how you have to be. You have to believe it more than anybody else. Before anybody else, nobody believed that I was going to do this. Nobody believed. It's here now. They have to believe. They don't have a choice. So on that, we're going to end it, baby. We're going to end it on that. Tune in for the next episode of the Journey to Success podcast. We love y'all.